There's this urban legend about Charles Lee Ray. He was a serial killer who died in the 80s. He terrorized Chicago for years. Prolific. Before he died, he transferred his soul into a good guy doll.
Hi, I'm Chucky.
Hi.
Well, hello.
Hello.
Jeff in Las Vegas. Good afternoon.
Good
Good
afternoon.
afternoon. How are you?
I'm doing great, man. It's such a thrill to meet you guys. I'm such a fan of the series and fan of you guys, and I'm just so happy for both of you and the success of the new series. So thank you for joining me today.
Thank you.
Well, Alex, you know, you were 6 years old when you played Andy in the original Child's Play. Could you have ever imagined it would become a horror classic and still playing the character all these years later?
No, definitely not. No, I mean, you know, when we got the sequel, when Child's Play 2 came around, and we were going to Universal Studios to film it, and the first one was successful, I knew that it was, you know, kind of a hit movie at the time. But no, I never in a million years, especially after the character got recast and they picked someone older, and then Bride and Seed came around and Andy was not part of it. No, I didn't think I'd be involved in it at all, let alone get and make an awesome cameo in Curse of Chucky, followed up by returning again to play Cult, followed up by it being a hit television show. No, never could have guessed that.
Christine returning back to the screen with Chucky, it's a bona fide hit on SYFY and USA Network. Huge ratings. Old fans like me, Generation X, are loving it. You have all kinds of new fans, a whole new generation, and you have to be excited that you have more time for your character for this series.
Of course. I mean, and imagine how excited Dawn is to have the world open up as, you know, broadly as it has. It can introduce a bunch of new characters and potential victims, and get some time to tell some backstory on Charles Lee Ray, and then serve the old characters too. I mean, it's sort of a magical moment in the Chucky universe to have it so completely and unanimously embraced is actually, frankly, surprising. Not because I don't have faith in the show or I don't think the show is great, because I do. It's just that 7 films, and talking to Chucky fans for my whole life, the 7 films they're divisive. I mean, there's different people have different favorites and different things they hate about and like about it. So that I anticipated that same sort of, you know, conversation to go on about the show, and it is not. It is just a full-throated yay, which is really weird nowadays. You know,
I think social media too, because SYFY and USA have done a great job on promoting the show. It's all over Instagram, all over Twitter. I mean, it's just, you know, and it gets people excited when you see little videos and stuff like that, that it just keeps people's mind going. And, you know, Alex Braddorf is back as the voice of Chucky. He's one of my favorites. It's hard to imagine Chucky without him, isn't it?
Oh, I couldn't imagine it without him. No, I mean, he is Chucky, you know, and even watching last night's episode, there were a couple deliveries. I mean, first of all, I don't think he's ever done a better job as Chucky. I don't think Chucky clearly has never had more to say than he has in even the first 4 episodes of this show. But some of the deliveries that he's had this season are just killing me. They're so funny, or they're so menacing. They're so great. He had one last night that I've laughed 10 times today thinking about it.
And you know, Christine, Don Mancini says Chucky is about family, essentially. And he said he wouldn't do the series without having all of you back. I mean, what kind of loyalty is that in Hollywood nowadays?
Unheard of.
It's unheard of. And not only is he loyal and like forever loyal, he's also writing great stuff for women over 25 in this show. I get to play a kind of character that most women at 56 are not allowed to play. Jennifer's playing a vampy sex pot, which is not how, you know, women her age are typically cast. And Fiona is being given more to do than anyone's going to believe. Really incredible gifts to hand to women that aren't 25. So I'm so grateful for his loyalty and imagination.
You look amazing. I was going to say 36. But...
Thank you. You're sweet.
And Alex, you know, I heard a story that took you years to get a Chucky doll. I'm not talking the kind you find on eBay, but a Chucky doll, right?
Oh yeah, it took me 4 films and 3 decades to get my own, to get one of the ones from Cult.
I don't have one.
Yeah.
We'll work on it, Christine. We'll
Yeah,
work on it.
you're only one season away, maybe.
Nice.
Yeah, someone tells me Chucky's gonna be around for a while, so you're
Yeah.
gonna have an opportunity.
Well, you know, also to add on to that, you know, for me, I wanted a Chucky doll since I was a kid. Obviously, it was the only real prop I wanted from the first films was to have my own doll. And I finally got one in Cult of Chucky. And now everyone can get one for $500 from Trick or Treat Studios that look fantastic. So,
You know, most people ask people who won an Academy Award, where do you keep your Oscar? Where do you keep Chucky?
Yeah.
he's looking at me right now on my piano.
I've got one of those great trick or treat Chuckies. He's in my living room on the couch taking care of a bunch of real baby dolls. He's running a daycare out of my living room.
I had a full-size one from Bride of Chucky when I did the junket. You know, I did the original films, Seed and Bride, and over the years, someone just took it, you know, but I had a full Good Guys doll. I had two of them, actually. I got two from the junket because one journalist said, I don't want this, take it with you. So,
Well, while we're on the subject real quickly, you know, sometimes we're very lucky for really talented fans who give us really cool things. And for always wanting a Chucky doll, I got this last week.
whoa.
It's really great. That's spectacular.
That's incredible. Again, the fans, I mean, you guys have to be just totally flattered that not only do you have fans like me from, you know, Generation X, but all of these new fans. I mean, just so at the conventions, things are starting to get back together. I'm a horror convention. I go to Fan X, I go to Comic-Con, all of those. So you guys, I guarantee you next year at Comic-Con in San Diego, they're gonna have a Chucky panel, aren't they?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I've been doing conventions for 18 years. I've never been to San Diego Comic-Con yet. But yeah, I mean, this would be the time.
Yeah, Comic-Cons are sort of specific to it's a different sort of genre that they mostly adhere to. Big superhero stuff and pop culture stuff. Horror things typically don't make it into Comic-Cons, but given the show's success and much broader audience now, it certainly could happen. I hope it does. It'd be great.
Don't worry, it will. Well, congratulations to both of you on the success of the series. Thank you for joining me today. It's been a total thrill, and we'll talk again soon. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you.
you.